When I had my last level 2 weightlifting training camp in Romania, the athletes was requested some videos from YouTube. One of the requests was to analyze the current top lifters, Rahmat, Rizki, Karlos Nasar. And for today's video, I choose it to review the snatch of Karlos Nasar. I choose this video from his Instagram with a nice back angle with 185 kilos. I think this video is pre-or Olympics where he was easily winning with 182.24 for 404 total, 89 body weight. We can see that he was constantly increasing his total in this category, and I still think that is not yet fully. But from the recent news that I heard, probably at the Worlds this year they will change again the categories and they will do like a mix, pretty same like 84, 94 or something like that. And this is not very good for athletes because now they will need another 2 years to adapt at the new body weight. So let's go forward with his 185. I want to watch it first time. Pretty impressive. So what was happened here, I don't think that someone teach Carlos this technique in the snatch or something like that. I think what was happened, he was loved a lot weightlifting, he was enjoying to train, he was quite good, and his body was adapted at this style, so he was discovered the best way for him to produce force, like his body to put force into the ground. And this is the main goal when you are doing. If you know how to do this one and if you discover how to do this one, you can be much stronger and much more aggressive. And we can see that he has some compensation here, but with this compensation the main goal of him is to put that force into the ground that helps him to be very solid. We can see that he has big muscles, so probably his bone density is not that high, and that's why we can see that at 90 kilos he looks very bulky because he's compensating with the muscles. But when you are like that, it's pretty hard to be very strong in the strength exercise because the stability it's shaking a bit, and we can see that it's a struggle when he's doing heavy squats or something like that. And I don't think I see him doing a heavy deadlift or something, so it's pretty interesting to see where it's with his deadlift right now. We look here from start position, he's choosing a very low start position, pretty same like Chinese. The main reason why he's doing this one is because his deadlift are not very strong, so probably his hamstrings are a bit tight, and main goal here is to use more the quads because he's adopting his very low start position. But we can see because he's tall, he's not that short like Chinese, to be able to lift from there. His bum it's raising a lot, and when the barbell start lifting from the ground, his hips are in the same line with the knees, because from there you can start to produce even more force. He set up from the ground, we can see that it's activate his lats as well. He's arching a bit low back, his head it's up, so when you are having this position like that with your head up, when you are looking up, you can easily activate your posterior muscle. So his body it's using everything that he got to produce that force to help him to snatch these 185 kilos. Pretty close stance, barbell it's quite close. The transition here when barbell is passing the knees is good. From these videos, because we look from behind, we can see that his arms are quite straight, but usually Carlos has a bit of arm band. At the beginning, after the contact, the arms was more straight, and this is a mistake. We can see this technique here when after barbell it's passing his knees, it's coming with legs under barbell. Like I said, from start position, what is happened here, he wants to use his quads because it's probably much more stronger on his quads than on hamstring, posterior chain. And that's why he's doing like that, arching a lot behind, compensating with hips too. Obvious that it's finished here on tiptoes, because when you are extending in your tiptoes you can use more your quads, and it's using this very well. It's not fully extending here like almost everyone is saying. You need to fully extend, you missed because you didn't fully extend. You can see here because he has 185 kilos or something like that, but definitely if you watch him snatch 100 kilos, 120, 140, 150, you will see that his main goal is not to fully extend. His main goal is to produce that force from the ground, so his body to produce that force output into the ground. And if he's doing that one, when barbell is passing his knees, he can continue accelerating the barbell. So this should be your main goal as well, like what you are doing from start position, because from there you miss more than 90% of your attempts. And if you do everything well there and you use your legs, you use your back and you use your arms, you can be much more stronger and lift much more weight. Jumping a bit in the sides, and because compensating and arching too much behind the barbell, it's departing a bit of him and it's forced him to jump in front. It's quite tall, 180 centimeter. So when you have a 180, your 178, it's the required weight to compete at 100 kilos, and 173, 175 to compete at 85, 90 kilos. So it's a bit tall for 90 kilos, and probably the new category 94 or even higher, it will be very good for him because he can put even more muscle to be even more stronger. Bit out of balance because he's jumping in front, but what he's doing very well here is catching the barbell very low. So when I'm saying you need to catch the barbell as low as possible, I'm looking where are you with your hips when you are doing the lockout. So we can see here that with 185 kilos, Karlos Nasar, when it's doing the lockout, his hips are way low below his knees. So it's catching very, very low, and this is the ability that you need if you want to be a good, great snatcher. You need to be able to catch the barbell very low. And I'll recommend you in the next session when you are doing snatch, don't focus to fully extend, don't focus to catch the barbell high, focus to catch the barbell as low as possible. And in the end, if you do like that, your snatch, it will be improved. I like that here in the catch, his head position, it's very good, so he's keeping his head nice, chin down. We can see that barbell, it's right above his head. His lockout, it's very good. Elbows are very solid there, so he has a stable lockout. And what I like as well is that he's letting his shoulders normal down. So here it's not recommended to try to shrug your shoulders because the barbell, it will be unstable and you can't catch anymore that low, because if you shrug the shoulders, the barbell, it will be higher, so you lose there a bit of centimeters. Very easy, but you can easily miss when you are throwing like that. And Karlos, it's doing everything well here in order to save this big weight, 185 kilos. Nice, stabilizing very well, and from here the recovery, it's very nice, pushing nice, and very, very stable overall. This video from today, it's sponsored by my app, Super Weightlifting, and probably many of you are not knowing, but in the app you can request a video analysis of yourself. So if you are a user of the Super Weightlifting app, and if you have some videos from your trainings, you can log into the app, you can upload the videos and request feedback. I'll personally respond to everyone. So if you want to try the app, use the code GS80 and you'll have 80% off at your first month. Thank you. This is my review of Karlos Nasar snatch technique. I am really impressed about how our body is working and how athletes are adapting, and how the body is doing the best for them in order to lift the weights, and how it's accommodated to lift these bigger weights. Like I said in my past videos, I look forward to see what Karlos can do in the next Olympic cycle, and probably in 2028 we will see him in his best shape, and hopefully to remain safe, injury free, to see him lift some big weights. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and share it to reach out to many athletes as possible. And also, if you have another preferred athlete that you want me to review his technique, please let me know here in the comments below. Thank you, and we will see in the next video. Bye bye.